After a spectacular performance, Jaron Boots Ennis says he looking for Keith Thurman. He looking for Ugas and fights like that as he works his way up the ladder. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Jaron Ennis, he looked real good versus Sergey Lipinets. He has since been interviewed on the PBC podcast, and he talked about what's next for him. He was asked who he's going to be fighting next. He says, I'm not sure. Quote, I want the top guys. I want to fight all the best guys right now that will put me in a position to fight for the world titles, because I know I won't be able to get a world title in my next fight. If I fight a better guy than I fought on Saturday, which was Lipinets, then they can't deny me. Who are the top three guys right now? Ugas, Keith Thurman. I'm saying besides the champions. Of course, I want to fight Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao, and Porter. But 9 times out of 10, those guys aren't just going to pick me. I've got to work my way up. I respect it, and that's what I'm going to do. I got to work my way up to a world title, so I guess I got to fight those guys that are under those guys, Spence and Crawford. I'll say Keith Thurman and Ugas and stuff like that. End quote. He says, whatever belt presents itself first, that's the one we're going to take. That's the way you got to be. You got to have patience and be perfect. Me winning on Saturday was great, but the job's not done. It's me being world champion and me being undisputed champion, then do the same thing in the next weight. That's my goal, to be undisputed champion in each weight that I'm in, take over this boxing game, be a pay-per-view star, go down in history as having fought all the best fighters. Very ambitious stuff from Jaron Boots Ennis. I told you guys I'm checking for Jaron Ennis for quite some time. I do see shades of Roy Jones Jr. And if you watch his last fight, maybe you seen some of those shades. Freak athlete, big for the weight, ambitious, sounds hungry, sounds motivated, sounds ready to do the job. Jaron Ennis versus Keith Thurman, that's a great fight, but I don't know if it'll happen. Keith Thurman has been kind of hit or miss in terms of what he wants to do next for the last several years. Some people say, he was losing some motivation. He did show a lot in the Pacquiao fight. However, everybody would take a Pacquiao fight. It's a legend. It's a Hall of Famer. And you got a lot of money, so it's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Like Pacquiao, that's the fight you got to take. Keith Thurman, he wore with Pacquiao. It was a split decision loss. He did very well for himself, etc. But fighting an up-and-comer like Jaron Ennis at the point is high risk, low reward. And, Jaron Ennis is now in the spot that Errol Spence was in when Errol Spence was coming through the ranks. High risk, low reward, where people are going to try to front you off and, say you got to do this first and fight this guy first, build your record, build your resume, things of that sort, in order to give you a chance. And then when you get that chance, we got to see what happens in there. But I definitely think he's the one to watch. People are also looking at Virgil Ortiz and Conor Benn. I think Jaron Ennis is at the top of that list. I think Virgil Ortiz is real good, but he's more offensive and he has grit and all that. But I think Jaron Ennis shows and displays a bit more skill and a varied offense as well as defense and things like that. Conor Benn, I don't really know, just because he's fighting guys coming off of losses like Samuel Vargas, who was stopped by Virgil Ortiz. He fought Sebastian Formella, who fought Sean Porter and was coming off a loss. So that's kind of domestic level stuff. That's what you see a lot of times with the UK. So I can't really judge the space he's at unless he steps up his class of fighter like Virgil Ortiz and Boots did, fighting the likes of Lipinets and Hooker, former champions from 140. So I like the attitude from Jaron Ennis. He got to just keep it up, keep looking like he did. I seen that Jaron Ennis said that he wasn't really impressed with his performance. Well, he didn't say he wasn't impressed. He just said he could do better, something to this effect on social media. So he seems like a perfectionist, or he's definitely working at his craft, because I thought he looked real well versus Sergey Lipinets. I didn't give Lipinets one round. He hurt him in round 3. He says he probably could have got Lipinets out of there, but he let off the gas and, didn't want to push the issue. He wanted to take his time with it, and he did such, but he still got the stoppage, and it was a great performance. Let me know if you think Keith Thurman would take a fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. I'm thinking no. You know what I'm saying? I think Keith Thurman, he would probably rather go after maybe Crawford or Sean Porter, somebody else who the world feels is a bit more established, because at the moment, Jaron Ennis is looking like a problem, and he doesn't represent all the money and stuff like that, so that's a big ask. But let me know what you guys think. Also, use my link to get TUBEBUDDY in the description. Level up your content, optimize your videos. Why are you on YouTube if you don't want to get money and you don't want to get views? I use TUBEBUDDY. I've used it for years. You can too. Click the link in the description. And let me know what you guys think of Jaron Ennis. We working. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TUBEBUDDY. I've used TUBEBUDDY for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TUBEBUDDY is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TUBEBUDDY and level up your channel faster. We working. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.